This is Sydney Watson, and welcome back to hell. Leftists absolutely hate Caleb Hammer. Oh, this stuff! Right. The fuck am I acting surprised for? I completely forgot what this video was about for like 5 seconds. Got surprised, found out that I'm stupid again, and yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's go.
Whenever I first saw the Financial Audit channel, I made a video about him and how I thought that his content was like a proponent of the alt-right pipeline.
Do we
What
ever
the fuck?
get to have a break from just objective silliness? Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. Just a quick note, everybody, before we do the video, we are rapidly approaching Christmas and with it all of the shipping deadlines to get product to you before Christmas. So if you would like some of my tea from Lion's Tea Exchange for yourself or for a loved one, please
That
make sure that
sounds
you place your orders
lovely.
before December 12th. I mean, we could probably push it to December 15th, but 12th I'm happy with because that gives me time to pack and ship everything. So now would be the time to place orders for Christmas gifts.
No, Sydney, we
Or just
don't
if you
get that
generally
break
wanna drink some tea.
ever!
Of course, this year
God
we have
damn
a
it.
much bigger and funner range of teas like
Oh my, hold on, what? Peppermint white chocolate, emerald green tea, apple cider, rhubarb, lemon ginseng, bourbon barrel chai, New York breakfast. I don't know about this one. My sister likes that one, but
funner
you know.
range of teas like root beer
But some
and
of these
winter
sound
teas, which are
amazing. Raspberry elderflower rose. Oh my god. Maybe I should check this one out. Huh.
apple cider and peppermint white chocolate and bourbon barrel chai. But don't forget that you can also put them in our lovely wooden gift box, which has the removable dividers, so that you can use the box for anything if you don't want to use it for tea. I think that about covers it. You should go buy some of my tea so that you can sip on it as well while we talk about stupid people. So
Damn.
for a multitude of reasons, I am perpetually fascinated when classical
I'm back. Both my screens chose to turn off and not turn on again. So I pulled out my GPU, looked at it with judgment, and put it back. Maybe I should do that.
liberals or centrists are referred to as right-wing simply because they're not foaming, lunatic, insane people. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but
The
so many
withdrawal
of
is
you are
hitting
getting
hard.
gulagged along
Damn.
with us righties
Welcome back
when
in
the
that
left
case.
gets back into power. I guess unless all of us say 15 prayers to the trans god and then cut off our
Damn.
boot. Anyway, speaking of centrists and classic liberals, fun fact, but I have been a casual viewer now for some time of the one and only Caleb Hammer, because
Oh,
I
no.
find his delivery quite enjoyable, and I get a perverse sense of satisfaction knowing I'm not quite as bad with money as I think I am. I bought $70 worth of sandwich meat this one time from a fancy deli. Don't ask me why.
That's insane!
If you're not familiar with
Well, it depends. How much meat was it? It can be expensive.
Caleb Hammer, he is a very well-known and
Project
popular
modernity.
YouTuber
Return to
slash
tech priest.
podcaster who runs the show Financial Audit. It basically brings on people who are objectively horrible with money, goes over their finances, and dispenses some pretty normal financial advice. Like, don't buy $70 worth of sandwich meat from a fancy deli.
What have you not f***ed up in life? Have you ever done something successfully?
Most of the people featured on the show are very entitled. They also spend insanely, and they say crazy things, and they
I enjoy watching the Fox who absolutely geek the fuck out when she's watching this, like, this woman's insane! Oh, she is a teacher. And then the person says, oh yeah, I teach swimming lessons. And she's like, see, I told you!
crazy
Or
things.
some shit
and
like
Caleb
that.
spends
I love it.
most of the show calling this behavior out, suggesting better ways of doing things.
I would like help building some kind of a resume.
Cool. Astrology's not going to get you there. Resume?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're just getting fired and leaving everything. What resume can I get you?
I don't know. That's just my goal. It's one of my goals. Okay, I need to make
A
a better resume for
resume
myself.
is
to-
your goal. I'm sorry. The goal should be to have a job and steady income, not to have a resume. She knows she's on, her bar is on the fucking floor and she's not picking it up, man. I don't think we need tea. We may need some Irish coffee. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll take the Russian kind.
I
Tried
see
it.
your resume.
I don't
the
have
Polish
it.
Was
kind.
going to do a plant medicine retreat and paid for it and couldn't go because it wouldn't work out with her medication. This was back in March and April. Paid $500 and didn't go.
Wait, so you paid it but didn't
That's your
go?
life. Sissy,
I heard Polish. Yeah, Polish coffee, meaning alcohol. I can't watch it because I'm starting to glow really fast with that
financial
people.
audit?
Yeah.
I think
Understandable.
it's like-
I really did want to go to that though, but then like I obviously didn't do my research and it does
Bro,
interact.
I think. VR alcohol stream. Oh no. Maybe this weekend. Yep, there's the migraine. Listen, we have a 50-50 coffee and row industry. Yeah, you're gonna die. That's fine. It's content.
One of my meds, so I was like, no. Well, I wanted to go there and see if I could do if I could get some kind of thing out of it. If I'm able to like process
yeah,
my trauma.
alcohol.
And all
VR.
of this, my darling baby birds, apparently makes Caleb right-wing. And not only right-wing.
And it's not even far away. Next week is the last week I'll be on work. Then I'll have 2 weeks of vacation. We can do it next week. Vomiting incoming. Bro, we have a bucket. That's fine. I don't mind. It wouldn't be the first time that I puke on stream. You're gonna fucking die. No, it's fine. It's fine. I've never fell on my face drunk before, so it's fine. Oh, fuck.
But Caleb is apparently one of the most socially
But it
coercive
wasn't
fig-
because of alcohol. To be fair, the first time I puked on stream was because I was high, and I have found out that I don't like being high. There are days I am in academia, and I regret not becoming a welder. Every single day, I imagine.
figures in America right now. And a groomer, because he shows his audience low impulse capitalism victims and teaches everyone that the aforementioned victims deserve less.
Damn.
No. Indeed. No. He is merely asking that they don't buy $1,000 worth of mayonnaise and scratchies. What do Americans actually call those? We call them scratchies in Australia. I feel like you guys maybe are a little bit more simple. Maybe like scratch cards. Scratch off lotto ticket.
In German, I think it's called rubles. Cause scratching me, scratchies, translated as rubbeln. You rubbel du tust die Nummern aufrubbeln. You know? It's one of the days now. Just in case you are gonna be stupid and put some channel redeems, I currently have 107,000.5k. Huh. Well, that's fine. That won't backfire at all.
What are these names? Whatever. On the day that I am editing this, Caleb himself tweeted in response to someone calling him an alt-right grifter, writing, "Objectively incorrect. Right now, the far left is just insane, and I call out any and all insane people. If
Yeah.
it was 2011 right now, I'd be doing the same thing to the Tea Party people burning Obama figurines and freaking out about a tan suit." I don't know what that's in reference to, unfortunately. And I find this
Those are
fascinating
rookie
because
numbers,
Caleb
man.
Hammer has said repeatedly that he doesn't really
Careful,
lean in
Iron's
one
on a
direction or the
46
other.
stream
And
streak.
part of the reason he keeps going after the left right now, or it seems that way, is
Or
because they
47,
are
I don't remember
objectively
when was the
insane
last
at
time that
present,
you
which I don't think is such a
openly
good
did it.
thing. It makes me wonder if these people are so crazy because they just fundamentally aren't getting enough sleep, which is a
Damn.
shame, and none of you want to be like that, which is why today's video is sponsored by Beam. Beam, the yummiest freaking sleep hot chocolate you've ever had. It's late as heck, which means that it's time to get
that
ready
brand.
for bed and make some dream sleep hot chocolate. I say this every time, but I freaking love this stuff. And not only because it tastes incredibly good, but also because it works for me and it fits beautifully into my evening routine, especially now that it's as cold as a witch's nipple outside. It's always worth noting that a lot of sleep aids make you feel icky when you wake up, but Dream doesn't do that at all. I never feel groggy and I actually get a proper well-rested sleep. Not to mention it has genuinely really good ingredients in it like reishi and L-theanine and magnesium. Magnesium's really
All right. I'll make the one for channel points redeems insanely expensive. But the one for like real money, I'll make that one like $2 or something. I don't know. Does that sounds like fair, right?
important for sleep, and melatonin, if you so desire, but you can get melatonin-free options as well. If you do struggle with sleep, staying asleep, waking up feeling icky, I really recommend trying Dream because I actually think it'll make a significant difference to you not feeling that way and not having issues getting to sleep. I love it. I love that I've gotten everyone in my life into it, and hand on heart, I think this is the right time to give it a try. And soon we'll all be asleep and looking
We're gonna die, at least make some money.
like this. So in some very cool and amazing news, Beam has extended their cyber sale just for you. And this is the last chance to get up to 50% off with my code SydneyW. So click the link in the description or go to shopbeam.com/SydneyW and don't miss their biggest sale of the year. During one episode from around March-ish, I think.
I'll have you know, Moomy, I'm gonna work extra hard now, so my next paycheck is gonna be massive. What the fuck?
2025, Caleb even said that he
Spend
changes
another
his
fuck
mind as he comes into contact with new information. This caused his trans guest to call him a hypocrite. Because he changes his mind? God, there is no saving these people.
I can fall all over the place because I just try to go with what is true, and I will always change my opinion if there is new information. So I am everywhere. No one knows my politics. I'm a fucking ambiguous. I mean, I see a lot
you're
of
a hypocrite.
hypocrite.
The fuck? I didn't register what Sydney was saying exactly, right? But seeing the example, I get it. No. Absolute stupid fucking take. Oh, you have new information and opinionate yourself based on the new information? You're a fucking hypocrite. You should be staying on one single opinion all your life. The fuck is that kind of stupid shit? What?
Oh yeah. You say one thing and then you change your mind the next week.
I will always be willing to change my mind if new information comes out, or if I learn new things. You're not willing to change your opinion
New information
if new information
comes out all the time.
Yes, and it's okay to change your opinion.
And then the next week more information comes out and
it's okay.
This guy is retarded. Holy fuck. Huh? Mentally illness, sir? Yes? Wait, isn't that what they accuse those on the right doing? Oh wait, that's right. They don't care about logic. I took psychic damage from that one.
To change your opinion, yes, because you want to be correct, but you're not correct by just sitting there and being like, I'm correct. You're correct when the data, facts, whatever is in your side. What the fuck are you talking about? Either way, all I'm saying is what I was trying to say is that no one can place me. People have tried to place me, but they're never correct. However, based on this conversation, talking to you two, I probably sound like the most conservative person that has ever existed in the history of this world because you guys are so far gone.
But he has said all of this before, and he's made it very clear that he's all about financial advice and financial thoughts and opinions and not going on ideological crusades. The dude is just telling people to spend less than they make.
By the way, these two, right there, or at least the guy on the left, whatever he is, I really don't care what he is. Based on his logic, he sounds like the most boomer-ass motherfucker I have heard so far. He's the guy who would tell you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps when you can't even afford the bootstraps to pull yourself up for. Oh my god. The sheer brass fucking balls to call the people on the right cult tests and they worship a death cult. There is nothing but utter stupidity sometimes, and I hate it. Like how Mummy thought I was a bot because my first message was positive. But then he checked my profile and saw I was real. Hey, at least I checked, okay? There's people who would just ban you just for that, okay?
Not buy stupid crap and be thoughtful about their finances. This is
my
advice that not too long ago would have just been considered pretty normal. But as I have
It
learned
is
making
normal.
this video, his extreme left-wing detractors don't care about any of that. And because their ideological center of gravity has shifted, what was once considered moderate is now branded far-right because the Overton window has fallen into the sea. And I don't think it can swim.
Whenever I like first saw the financial audit channel, I made a video about him and how I thought that his content was like a proponent of the alt-right pipeline. And it was specifically because of the way that he would talk about his guests, like in the thumbnail and in the title. It was so strange. I remember seeing a video of his and he had like a trans mask guest on the show. And like in the thumbnail, he like edited or like highlighted his chest area, like in the thumbnail. And then like the title.
Oh
was something
no,
like,
thumbnail be thumbnailing and, you know, clickbaiting. Oh no, how terrible. How right wing.
Easy transgender person or whatever. And like he had color in his hair and he made the color like really bright on the thumbnail. Like it was so strange.
I know we aren't talking about
My
dating
God.
here, but
No
is
mercy,
this
ring
nose
retard.
ring theory? Why do they always have to have the stretch septum bar and then
God
say
damn
the
it.
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life? This person is basically arguing that because Caleb has
Good finances is now tried, and what isn't all right at this point, alt-right, indeed.
meme thumbnails and titles, he's alt-right, which is mad because his thumbnails and titles are mean with relation to all of his guests. He calls all of them names. The dude does not discriminate. Look. And yes, I am currently wearing pajama pants, and it's just because my house is incredibly freaking cold right now because I don't have any heating. Anyway, whether it is right or wrong, and you're welcome to have your own opinions about this is just sort of how YouTube is, and you know, the more extreme the title, the more extreme the thumbnail, the more clicks it's gonna get. It's just sort of the name of the game, and if you guys don't like that, then you should take that up with the fact that you all love drama so much. I know you do. I see it on my own channel. I make these drama videos, and you kooky little weirdos, you like them. You like watching them.
You're
True.
killing me.
I know.
That's insanity.
But this is basically some of the ongoing criticism about this guy, that he goes after women, especially, except
Maybe I should watch Caleb too. I'm probably not even wearing pants. Of course not. I'm in my fucking home. The fuck why the fuck would I wear pants? I'm not at an event or anything. Hello? And don't act like you don't like it.
like, no, he doesn't. He has absolutely insane, insufferable men on his show as well. But maybe the reason why people think that he's harder
Is it
on
not
women
cold
is
yet? Of course it's cold. I have my window open, but I like the cold. That's the issue here. I like the cold. I hate the heat. I hate summer for the fucking life of me. I love winter. I love fall and early spring. Same, but I wear pants. Nah, I'm in underwear only, bitch. Bro, the cold is good. The cold is good to me. Anyway.
because maybe women are just objectively like worse with money. Maybe that's a thing. I'm sure that there are statistics out there that back up that position, but I'm not making that claim. I'm not saying that. So, of course, one of the primary criticisms that I have seen here about him is that he is misogynistic and an incel because he predominantly targets women. I don't know.
Dude,
Must
I've
have
been thinking
mammoth
that the
hairy legs for heat. They're pretty hairy. Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Though the back of my leg has lost a lot of hair because of the boots I was wearing for my military stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Not military, but I'll just say military because it's close. Yeah.
Those Caleb Hammer videos are just really nasty and gross content to be making this whole time, and it comes as no surprise to me that he would step over the line with somebody that he was working with, because frankly, all the videos are over the line.
The people are actively going there. They know what they're signing. They know what they're getting into, and they still profit off of Caleb for helping them for free, just in return for making content with him. Sorry, man, but you kind of stupid for that one. $10 says that she has OnlyFans. That's the niche that. Oh God, leg at waxing stream when never. I will keep my hair on the legs for until the earth turns to dust. Fuck you. I'll give you fucking feet pics at some point, 100k followers, but otherwise, no.
Don't like any of them, and I think the content itself is pretty vile. Like, there is nothing entertaining to me about sitting there and belittling and shaming a person for their financial position.
I think it is so ripe and
I disagree. Especially when those people with financial problems are, you know, sucking up the welfare from people who could actually use it. This creature are desperately trying to be a good person because they have no personality and no father. I don't know about no father, but no personality, yes. Their personality is literally gender and, you know, what do you call it? I can't speak English. God damn it, fuck
funny that people are just now criticizing Caleb Hammer for being conservative and weird. Were you just willfully ignorant of his thumbnails and titles till this point? Like, are we going to act like he hasn't been pandering to the worst kind of people for years?
Pandering? Pandering? Who is he pandering to? To people that are financially responsible?
Perpetuating anti-trans and misogynistic ideas.
I guess I find all of this a little annoying because it's not as if people don't know what they're signing up for when they decide to go on financial audit, and I think that this is something that Caleb and his team have actually addressed themselves.
What's your relationship with the pushback for taking advantage of poor people? That tends to be a common criticism I see for you.
First of all, I'm not going to have a conversation with someone who has $1 million in their retirement account and they're crying about how they went to McDonald's once last month. Like, that's not a problem. So no matter what, with the show that we're on, we're going to have people that are just bad with money. And a lot of those people tend to be poor. Now, honestly, some of the most interesting episodes to me, by the way, are people that make over 6 figures and are even more. So it's not only poor people, but it gets so difficult because we've had to balance internally what to do when it comes to the reimbursement part of our process. First, our criticism is we didn't offer anything. So boom, you're taking advantage of poor people. And then we're like, okay, we're gonna pay for their time. And it's out now. The criticism then becomes, well, now you're taking advantage of poor people who don't have money to give them money to put their life on display. And it's like, okay.
I mean, I think the bottom line with a lot of this is that you have a person who is demonstrating the various and myriad ways that people skirt responsibility, the way that people take advantage of the systems that are available to them, and the way that a lot of people are defrauding not only the government, but taxpayers.
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is. Government, take away her food stamps right now. Her income is $1,000. She has kids, and she spends $300 a month on her competitive cheer. Guys, she gets how much in food stamps?
$321.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are technically, as taxpayers, paying for her to go to competitive cheer.
This point was actually expressed by friend of the channel, Sean Fitzgerald, also known as Actual Justice Warrior. I will link his channel in the description box because he's a very lovely human being. We like Sean a lot over here. A couple of days ago, he tweeted, Caleb Hammer becoming public enemy #1 of the left because his show inadvertently reveals what everyone who knows broke people actually see daily. That they very often make poor choices, have victim complexes, and low impulse control. control is legitimately hilarious.
That's true.
But what's crazy is that some people on the left are framing...
Believe it or not, I see it every day. My mom has terrible impulse control. However, she's at least smart about it. She's going for those sales. She's going for those low prices, end of the season clothes. Often she doesn't even buy brand new. But she does impulse buy a lot. But when she does effectively. You know, even though we're on the lower end of income and stuff, she makes it work. Definitely.
Asking for accountability as some sort of right-wing psycho dog whistle and misogyny and homophobia, and that's just not what this is. It's maths. Or math, if you're American. We say maths in Australia because, you know, there's multiple of them. I don't know, guys. When basic arithmetic gets politicized, you know that things have gone a little bit too far.
I just know it's going to be so cathartic for me once Caleb Hammer gets taken off of this platform. I've already got him blocked, but when he gets canceled, dude, and it will happen, trust me, it's going to be so...
She thinks the cancel sword is still in their hand. Oh no, it's not how it works anymore. No more bullshit cancellations. It's not how it works anymore, bitch.
Sweet. He is the Dave Ramsey of our generation, and
who the
he is
fuck is Dave
a
Ramsey?
Generation of men who think they can talk to women about finances in the way that he talks to women.
He talks to everyone the same fucking way. If you're annoying, you're gonna be annoying. It's not that hard of a concept to grasp. The last video Kirsche looked at, the fucking woman that was blabbering faster than any streamer could ever. Holy fuck! He had to send her away. And once she was actually gone, everything calmed down and they could actually talk at finances. That's not because she's a woman. That's because she's a fucking annoying dumbass cunt. It's that easy.
And about finances.
I find this specific video kind of hilarious because during one of his episodes, his female guest basically says that he's not empathetic enough, and his response was basically to say, me trying to help you is the empathy.
People might watch this and see that because I'm abrasive and everything like that, I don't have empathy. Here's the reality. I want you to get out of debt and be able to afford your mortgage so you and your mom don't end up on the street. I would say that is extreme empathy because I don't come at it and crying and baby you and pat you on the back and say, oh, everything you're doing is okay when it objectively isn't.
But Caleb, they don't want to hear what they need to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear. And what they want to hear is, oh, you too poor baby. It's that easy.
Not is all of a sudden not empathy. No, I want you to have a better life. I want your mother to have a better life, your grandma to have a better life, and I want you guys to get to a better position.
Okay.
And that is requiring sacrifices, and that actually leads to a reality that is better. And I believe that requires higher empathy.
Actually, this guest called Caleb out during this episode and went after him because one of his staff was working on his birthday.
I mean, I know someone's here working on their birthday.
So?
Is it someone's birthday today?
You don't even know your own employees.
I don't know everyone.
Why the fuck would a boss need to know their employee's birthday? My boss doesn't know my birthday. I don't want him to celebrate my birthday. I'm gonna come into work. We have a little bit of a different culture and we do something on our own birthday. That's true. But still, at work, I mean. But I'm not gonna get into it, right? We do some stuff, right? But it's not oh, you have a birthday? Go take a day off. No! You gotta work for your fucking food at home. You gotta put food on the table, pay the bills. Your boss is not gonna coddle you and give you a day off just like that. You gotta take a day off from the fucking vacation you have accumulated beforehand. Or you're gonna take a day off and rework the hours spent on that by working overtime. The fuck you mean? Well, I don't understand these people, but I hope TikTok fucking gets shut down and these people are left without any revenue stream, forcing them to have to get a job instead of just, you know, basically scamming people into buying shit on the fucking TikTok shop, which I still don't understand why it's a thing. Yeah, I don't understand either, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a fucking boomer, even though I was born in 97. I was born old, so I'm fine. Oh, fuck, man. Bro, I was born in the early 2000s. I'm not gonna give you the exact date, right? Or the year. But, you know, I am not that old. Yet I know, don't buy shit off the fucking TikTok store. Cause it's trash. First, second, expensive, and third, a fucking scam. Why the fuck do people not have any media literacy anymore? Not even the bare fucking minimum. I am not claiming that I have a lot of media literacy. I am illiterate as fuck. I am a retard. I'm a clown anime person on the internet. Holy crap, I'm older than Moomy. Yeah, you just don't act like that. Get fucked. Stay fucked. Yeah, I'm not that old. And that's okay. Man, I feel called out by fucking Sawa-sama for being called a kid, man.
His birthday? It's Colton's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Colton.
birthday.
Congratulations. Adults work on their birthday. I'm going to cry
I mean,
for him.
I work on a nonprofit, and at least they give us our birthdays off.
It's a non-profit first. Second, if it's a non-profit, you don't get paid much, which, you know, good for you doing something good, but you're in fucking debt. You're on Caleb Hammer's show. You're in debt. Enormously so, probably. Yet you want to virtue signal. I finally found the word, by the way. You want to virtue signal. Oh, I work at a non-profit. Fuck you. You're not a good... You're not fucking helpful to society or anyone else around you because you're a leech to the fucking system. Non-profit's a communist program, yeah. You're a fucking leech. Just because it says no non-profit doesn't mean it's good. It's probably some fucking second-hand pocket of a rich CEO who's just scamming the system with it. And you're just a, you know, passerby for that. You're just a money-washing, piece of shit person. You don't even know how the world works. Oh my god, again, trying to be good person. Yeah, I forgot the word that I used not 20 seconds ago.
If he wanted to request it, he could have. That's
I wouldn't have
his
to request it all.
choice. Okay, if they want to treat you like children, they can.
How is that treating like children? It's more
It's
of
a birthday. Who gives a You have one
it's
every
just
single
called
year.
caring for people. I guess you don't understand that.
Do people actually
He is caring for you by trying to fix your finances more than the person who's just giving you a day off because you work at a non-profit. Yet you don't see the kindness and call it evil. Just by that, you're way more evil than you try to make him out to be. Oh my god.
fact that they don't have to work on their birthday? I'm just saying, every day we stray further from sanity, and I'm not okay with it. And I think the
Never
bigger
mind.
point here, of course, is that many hard leftists have made financial responsibility and financial literacy a right-wing thing. Caleb's core message being live within your means, avoid debt traps, and overspending should be universal, but routinely people act like he's blaming the poor, or the poor are poor because of things outside of their control.
He's blaming the stuff they're in control of. Gee, I wonder why. They are literally spending more money than they have. They are going into debt. The number is red. Everyone knows red means fucking stop. And I'm sorry I just played the video, but holy fucking shit, it's not that hard. Green is good, red is bad. It's not that difficult. The minus in your account balance is actually bad, not good. And more minus, unlike in math, where minus times minus equals plus, doesn't work with your account. Just because you make more minus doesn't mean it's gonna turn into plus. You're not rich, you don't have good debt. Because you don't need to be economically responsible in red country. Oh my god.
This is absolutely true in some cases, but I don't think it applies to most.
The purity spiral is eternal for these fuckers, and honestly, I fucking hope the asylums return. At this point, yes! At this point, I agree.
Of his guests.
I thought it's good that those inhumane things are gone, but at some point, you know, send this out to all children to China. Oh my god, I'm getting too much. I gotta close my fucking window and shit. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. Oh my god, bring back natural selection. There's too many safety nets for stupid people. Because the smart people who actually want to try and work, and the upright people who try to make an honest living, they get fucked. But the people that are stupid get a safety net because they're the useful idiots. And I don't think that's right. That's absolutely not right. Man.
These are people who are just incredibly bad with money all on their own.
Y'all know Caleb Hammer is a right-wing propagandist, right? Yeah, this guy that yells at poor people for, like, being poor, it's not apolitical. Because
that is the most disingenuous description of him I've heard so far.
His whole entire platform is based on finding people that are struggling financially and
then giving them a plan to live in their means so they can get out of debt. The fuck? You're not multiplying a negative number by a negative number, ma'am. You're just multiplying it by a positive number. Don't try to explain math to idiots, Iron. You're talking to a brick fucking wall. Stop.
blaming them for their problems, which in individual cases seems harmless, but consistently showing stories of poor people that are struggling because they refuse to get out of bed does nothing but promote this fallacy that the reason there is poverty in America is because of individual choices.
This is, quite honestly, one of the most insane videos that I have seen about this specific topic from top to bottom. Like, yes, some people are absolutely impoverished for reasons outside of their control.
True. Some are. But then there's these other people who... Dude, math is my weakest subject and I understand this shit better than them. The fuck is wrong with these people? Again, you're talking to a brick wall. Stop it. You don't need help. You don't need help. You just need to stop talking to the brick walls. My voice is fucking, shaky because I'm so fucking done with this shit.
Most people on Caleb's show are not this. They are not destitute.
Yes.
They are people.
A lot of them are making six figures, making 4,000 a month in spending money. Not, How the fuck are these people still poor? They're making so much money, yet they're living so far out of their means. And yes, a little bit of jealousy is showing right now, because I did grow up poor. I know what it's like. These people have a golden spoon in their mouth and filling and shoving dirt in their mouth with it. It is, to me, so fucking enraging. But that's a bit too personal, Man. They're getting they're arithmetic by a fucking history major.
Are making horrible, terrible, not smart financial decisions.
Yes.
Did you set money aside for taxes?
No.
Ever? 19 to 30?
No.
Okay, how much debt do you have?
I don't know, like 8,000. Good thing about
$47,128 of debt. So I don't know what you mean.
By a factor of 6. She was wrong by a factor of 6. How are you wrong this fucking hard? Oh, that's fucking bullshit. I'm trying to find a fucking job and these bitches aren't even spending more money than anyone with their impulse control should have. Yes.
Wages were garnishing because I was working.
Yes, fair, good.
And then when I left that job, they had nothing to garnish.
The
But
fuck?
they still wanted their money. And so
welcome to paying taxes.
Then they knocked on my door with saying, like, you have to pay this and we're canceling your payment plan because you're not making the payments. But I didn't answer the door, so that they can't prove that I ever got the letter.
But what is
literally tax evasion? I'm reminded of the Spotify tech girlies and the one who was expecting to be paid 300k out of college. I fucking can't. Oh, please don't remind me of that bullshit anymore. I swear, I saw her head.
most important that you need to know is this is your fault. This isn't the world. This isn't random diagnoses that you just fall into traps for. This isn't breakups. This isn't fucking, this is all your choice. This is you. The decision.
Why is she laughing? She is in a serious situation with someone who's trying to help her. I know how important it is to get help. 'Cause I got help. And you gotta take that hand that somebody stretches out to you serious. I know how hard it is to grasp that hand, but you have to try. She's just laughing him in the face. I fucking can't with this disrespect to someone who's trying to help. Yes, he's making fun of you a little bit, but holy fucking hell. I need to stop thinking about this before I have a fucking aneurysm and go on a murderous psychotic breakdown. God damn. I was growing in poor family and not in rich family. Worked at some packing business for max a year when I was in college, but somehow I still have more understanding about money. Do you understand why I don't watch that show now? Yes. No, I don't understand how the fuck someone can watch this and have fun with it. I am losing my fucking mind, but this is still very important to understand why everyone else is fucked because of people like this.
You've done, the bullshit you do, not wanting to sacrifice and actually get out of it forever and stick to a budget. I mean, again, you write down shit like this instead of actually just using a budgeting app.
I'm just gonna let the rest of this specific video play so that you guys can see the absolute brainworms that we are dealing with in our detractors.
Not only does he spread this right-wing line, but he also does so in a way that explicitly appeals to right-wing propagandists. LGBT debt. God, I wonder who's gonna connect those two. So I know that every single
Well, what is the connection? What is the lore? Have you looked it up, or are you just spouting bullshit for fucking online updates and clicks? I just want to maybe a slightly better salary, maybe only like $500 more than average. Is that too much to ask? Man, I also want to be slightly above average. That's it. I don't need much. I just need a little bit left over at the end of the month, so I can put it in you know, well, you are playing Siege even though it's just suffering. So yeah, but it's a suffering you can still ignore to a certain point. It's not a suffering in terms of physical harm or actual mental scars, because I have mental scars. I know what they're like. Siege does make one angry, and yes, I understand if one doesn't want to play it. I understand fully well. I took year breaks off Siege because it was too much. I get it, but this is beyond stupid. This gives me fucking mental anxiety right now. I almost started fucking crying in the middle of it. I'd rather be stabbed in the abdomen than play Siege. That's not true, and you know it. If I were to play Siege right now and ask you, you would fucking come play. I know.
So there's plausible deniability that his goal isn't to blame poor people for their problems, or maybe this individual could do better. But collectively, and his editorial choice to consistently bring them on, is pushing the political line. If all you are shown of stories of poor people are not people that got screwed over by a system, or people that are really trying their best and just can't make ends meet,
fuck you. The people he brings on the show are not trying their best.
but are stories of people
You're
that
lying.
are struggling
No,
because of choices they have made or came from privileged backgrounds, which by and large is what Caleb Hammer is showing. And especially if you are given the emotional outlet that he gives to yell at or demean or diminish these people. There is no way
For a
that's
good
not
fucking
reflected in your
reason.
politics.
I
You
would
know,
too.
Will, that's this guy's name. His name is Will, who I can tell is probably incredibly bland in real life.
Yes.
Accountability is definitely going to feel like oppression to entitled people, which is
True.
probably why you perceive being held to any standard like this. And it's why you blame the person giving advice rather than the person who is spending money like an imbecile. Also, I think it's sort of insane to act like the majority of Caleb's audience are conservative, because I think that this kind of a show appeals to multiple different kinds of people.
Yes.
You, of course, have conservatives and right-wingers, but you also have people who are just interested in being
I
more
bet the girl is
financially
feeling better. Hell
literate
yeah.
and are looking for actual financial
A little bit
advice.
of a good update
and
at
then
least.
you have the sick and twisted people like me who get a level of enjoyment and catharsis out of
I'm sorry, I'm the exact opposite. I get a fucking black pill when I see people like that.
watching stupid people get screamed at.
Look at the comment section under my video and just tell me, who do you think Caleb Hammer's videos are being directed towards? Genuinely. Because when I said that he's bringing on liberal women, and all of the comments are attacking me for being a liberal woman, you can talk all you want about how septum theory is true, but that will never erase the fact that I am 100% right that all of these videos are being sent to right-wing people who are just going to make comments about people's weight, looks, etc. Septum theory strikes again.
One thing that stood out
At
to me
least you're
watching people
self-aware.
whinge about Caleb Hammer
Jokes are
in these
writing
videos
themselves.
is that, of course, he's going to appeal to financially normal people
Brother.
or people who want advice.
I'd have modded
Women
out
like
the Hispanic slur for white people progress, I guess. Not really.
this can't and won't watch him because their politics won't let them. They take issue with his delivery, the way he talks. They perceive accountability as a personal attack. We've actually seen this time and again, and we've talked about it a lot on this channel, but to reiterate, leftists will often take themselves out of countless situations of their own volition and then get mad at the people who are open-minded enough to watch and listen and use that as a way of justifying why everyone involved and around them is right-wing.
I just went down a rabbit hole looking at this Caleb Hammer guy's content.
No,
He a right-wing
shut the fuck
psyop.
up.
It seems like he's specifically targeting millennials and Gen Z and telling them that it's their fault that they're poor. And you know, sometimes
That is not what's happening. He's actively promoting being self-sufficient, being good with money, not doing stupid mistakes with it, not falling into debt traps. Oh my god. These people are so disingenuous.
it is, but also you need to acknowledge that the world that we were handed isn't the world that our parents promised us. He's a boomer in a millennial's body. I'm half expecting him to say that everybody's broke because of avocado toast.
Sounds like they're seeing themselves in the guests Caleb bring on. Yup, probably. That's a whole lot of projection, man.
It's really gross to judge people for taking out student loans when they were 18 years old just because you didn't have to.
An 84-month car loan? Why an 84-month car loan?
I want to lower payments.
You know that's not how it works. You are paying more.
Is that 7 years? 12 times 5 is 60, 72, 48, 84. Oh my god, it's 7 years. The interest alone! You're paying for double the car! What the fuck is wrong with you?
More in interest over time. 2024 Kia Sportage. And it is $638.70. That's an insane car payment for 7 years.
Again, the biggest problem here seems to be advocating.
You know what's fucked up? Physically being a minor and mentally adult. Oh my god.
For any level of.
I genuinely make the joke. I am a child with adult money. I make that joke a lot, because, you know, adult working, you know, job and shit, but spending it on fucking anime figures. That's the joke, right? But these people are living that joke. They're not making it out to be a joke. They are living that. And I don't understand how. Oh my god. They're just the big projectors at that point. Fuck you, Twitch. You know what's fucked up? No. People are my age call me boring and adults treat me like a self-righteous shithead. Why? Man. You know, I had a little talk with my work colleague today. He said, you know, you gotta every now and then you gotta drink for real. And I was like, what do you mean drink for real? Yeah, you know, just take a bottle and you know, just empty that bitch in 10 minutes. I was like, no, I had enough excitement in my life. And he was like, what do you mean enough excitement? Well, I was like, well, do you really want to know? And he's like, yeah, how bad can it be? And I was like, yeah, well, my house burned down at 10 years old. I started with that fucking shit trap, and he was like, oh damn, oh damn. He didn't want to, afterwards, he realized he didn't want to pull the pin on that grenade, you know? Child dares to talk, that's why, god damn it. Man. I'm still the youngest at my workplace, by the way. And sometimes I sound like the only adult. No, just sometimes. I still act childish, but of course I do. We gotta have good vibes, right? But sometimes, you know, I feel like, do I really have to play the adult now? just very, very rarely, but you know. So, this kind of shit makes me really angry.
Personal financial
because it's really like people get this shit gifted to them. They get a golden egg laid in their fucking lap, and instead of making something out of that they can use for the future, they make an omelet. The short-sightedness of that is just disgusting.
Responsibility. When you watch enough of Financial Audit, you realize that so many people who go on this show are completely unwilling to take responsibility and accountability for the actions that they made themselves that landed them in this specific horrible situation. Instead of admitting to their financial faults and failures, they double down and give you every reason under the sun why they're a victim and why they needed to spend $1,000 on pot plants and stamps. But leftists will see Caleb laying into someone who arguably deserves it over these terrible choices, and rather than seeing the situation for what it is, they view these people as poor victims who are just unable to do things for themselves and live life as they want to live it, which is not only wrong, but is incredibly disempowering. At the end of the day, I am sure that there are some fair criticisms of Caleb Hammer out there, and obviously we aren't going to get into those in this video.
Why? What the fuck? Shut up, gringo. What the fuck? That is what got... Wow, Twitch. Fuck you. Half the stuff didn't send Hilya childhood trauma. And in the end, I became a VTuber co-worker. What? What the fuck? Hold on, let me... Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the video. I'm gonna fix chat by restarting the program. It's that easy. Oh, it didn't reactivate the fucking... Or did it? Did it not? Fuck. Oh man. Didn't. Oh, whatever. No chat, no YouTube chat for today. I guess I'll pull it up on my own. Hold on. Hold on. Pop out. That easy. Professional streamer, by the way. I can't do anything about it if the program's bugging.
This is focused on a very sort of specific criticism being thrown at him, the main criticism being thrown at him. But I really don't think the left are mad at him because he wants people to be more successful. I think they're mad at him because he's pointing all of this out.
True.
I think what Caleb does is highlight that the system isn't really rigged.
As I was saying, when you started talking about childhood trauma, it reminded me of something silly. Oh no.
Against you when you have the power to control decisions, like what you spend your money on. But that's quite inconvenient for people who need an oppressive hierarchy to exist for their ideas to make sense. If you're in control, well, you're on your own, there's no one to blame, and your failures are truly yours. If the system, on the other hand, is inherently rigged against you, well, your failures are just a reflection of the injustice you face. So it's actually quite advantageous to reject these notions of personal responsibility, because then you get to claim victimhood, like many of his critics are so prone to doing. It's probably for this reason that these crazy leftists interpret his come to Jesus meetings as inherent.
What's the weirdest thing that you had matching with someone? What do you mean by matching with someone? Do you mean trauma-wise or just in general?
Damaging and bad for the people that he's speaking to. When in reality, Caleb is simply asking them to stop making stupid choices. But these people love stupid choices, don't they? In the end, the irony for me is that if more people actually became financially literate and got their finances together and understood what—
Hold on. I never had a weird encounter where we had weirdly something matching, I guess. No, I don't think there is anything.
They were doing with their money, then I think a lot fewer of them would be so interested in socialism. I'd like to think that they would proceed with systems that would lead to greater wealth and success for them, rather than banging on about initiatives that actually make all of us equally poor. So because I'm not very smart, I forgot to record all of my little outro bits, and I don't feel like turning on my lights again and sitting here and being blasted by the sun. So on that happy and pleasant note, children, and before I open the floor to all of you, this is just air might
actually this warm thing is not that bad, actually. I think this is fine too. I think she should do that a little more.
Beam using the link in the description. I love them. I love them so much. This is one of my favorite sponsors, and you should absolutely take advantage of the sale that they have going on for today only. Get in there, get yourself some yummy sleep hot chocolate, and I hope it works for you. Now I open the floor to all of you. What do you all think? Did you know who Caleb Hammer was before this video? Are you a fan of him? Do you like what he does? Do you think that he offers very sound?
Yeah, I like what he does. Not a fan of him. More so a unwilling participant in his videos since Foxu streams. But yeah, he's pretty cool. What he does is a good thing, though.
Advice? Are you skeptical of his financial advice? What do you make of the fact that the left seem to absolutely despise him? Do you—
Well, to be fair, it's not even financial advice. He's just giving them a budget and telling them their decisions are fucking stupid. It's not that fucking bad of a thing.
Think that
Casual
kind of
observer,
par for the course,
indeed.
and it's largely because he's exposing
I
that a lot
observe.
of the poor people that these people seem to gather around aren't actually poor and are really suffering their own choices.
True.
Do you think that he's too mean and he's unkind to everybody that comes on his show? And what do you generally make of this issue overall? As always, if you have made it this far in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you are not subscribed already and you'd like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as leaving this video a like and a comment, because I do read the majority of them and I like hearing your feedback. I don't know what my hands are doing. Like I always say, I hope you wonderful little chickadee people stay safe and well and make tremendously good choices, and I will see your wonderful little faces in the next video.
whenever I like first solved the
Anyway, this was Sydney Watson. I was in my watch later thing, you know. Can't really. God damn. Maybe I should make a different thing. Anyway, this was Sydney Watson. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment even, maybe, I don't know. But oh, this was painful. I hated every single moment of this. Oh my god. And I may or may not have decided to share a bit about my past on Christmas Eve as well. As a since depression statistics are highest on Christmas Eve, a story about how I've overcome it may be actually good, you know, is what I thought. So, you know, that's gonna come. Yeah. Yeah, little childhood trauma as a treat on Christmas Eve. It's still far away. It's still 14 days away, you know, 2 weeks. So, you know, yeah. And on the day before that, I'm gonna go eat out. So, you know, I'll do have matching childhood trauma with the girl. Don't worry, we joke about it. Yeah, if you can joke about the trauma, you've mostly already gone over it. So, you know. I can nowadays joke about the fire too, so. Though that as I was only able to do that for not that long of a time. Because it happened when I was very young, you know, 10 years old and shit. And that's a long, far away, and I only get it to can confirm. I usually get sadder during the winter season, mostly loneliness. Indeed. I will still be streaming every single day. I will not be skipping a day, except when I go out to eat with the friends on the 23rd, I believe. But I will come back because we're gonna go out at 6, so I'll be back at like 7 p.m. and still be able to stream 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. maybe even. Since I'm in vacation at the time, I'll be able to just go on for a real long time. Those longer streams are coming for, you know, 2 weeks. I will have to update you about the Christmas present situation on the 19th. Hell yeah. Yes, but for now, this was Sydney Watson. Bye-bye, YouTube.